this computer. Okay, amazing, amazing. So let's just go with the flow. So, one love, victorious once. I'm with Andrew, the Andromedan. So, Andrew, that's we have massive update for the collective. We just did the Central meeting number 11 that you were present in this meeting. And yeah, so for those who might be new to us, we met you, Andrew, like at the very beginning of our journey of this beautiful journey of that new herd, like when Niyama started to do channelings, when we've been contacted by the love beings. So we went online and you found us like pretty much right away.
Yeah, so it's actually funny you say that because at that period in my journey, that was right when I was in the middle of my second awakening process. So the first awakening process was like getting shaken out of a dream and you're like, what the heck is going on? So there was no practical use for the first awakening. But when the second awakening happened, I started to understand like what I needed to do. I needed to look for these types of energies, these types of people, these types of channels. And it just so happened, divinely orchestrated, that you guys had like your first channeling. And I think I was one of the first people to ever really interact with you guys. And at that point, I had understood what channeling was like mentally, but I had never participated and interacted. And that was the beginning of me thinking, hey, I'd really like to develop these skills, because the amount of wisdom like a channeler and people who are involved with channelers are able to retain it just accelerates things so much quicker.
It's out of this world, so literally. Yeah. So, and at the very beginning, we were doing like private channeling, and we did 2 massive channeling with you and your cosmic family, the Andromedans. And I remember at that time, it was like a marathon channeling that like, I think it lasted like 2.5 hours. And it was like, because it takes a lot of energy to channel.
Yes.
So yeah, so I did share some excerpt on my YouTube channel a while ago. We did some live together and it's posted on the YouTube channel. So we do have an history together. And I remember that you had that interest about channeling, and you were asking questions to Niyama how it was and this and that, and so she explained to you, and you seems to have been working on it, and now you have the capacity to channel like she does now, which is amazing to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it like I consider Niyama to be like the equivalent of like a PhD in channeling. I'm just getting into college. You know what I mean?
But you started. You are just starting now.
Yeah.
So
like when I see her channeling, I can see that she's locked into that frequency. For me, when I'm channeling, it's still the ego comes in once in a while, and it's still like
it was like that for Niyama 2 years ago. So her skills evolved very, very, very fast.
Yes.
And I'm sure that your skills will evolve super fast.
Yeah.
So this is like the introduction of an excerpt that I will release of our 11th Sun Tribe meeting, where we discuss about your channelings to a little bit in more depth. And now you also agree to release your very first channeling that you did and that you sent to us on the Sun Tribe channel on our Telegram group that we have together. So you did record a full-blown channeling that we all listened and that we all highly resonated with. And to me, that is mind-blowing because, as we know, the entity that is being channeled can only express itself through the vocabulary of the channeler. So when Niyama channels, the entity can only say things with the words and the vocabulary that she has, which she has an amazing vocabulary. But now you having that gift now, and you and Niyama are so different because you have a massive background in science. And maybe you can further expand on your background, because to me that opened a totally like new door, like a new branch of information that can come through you, which is a totally different field than niyama. And also you are masculine, niyama is feminine. So to me, it widened the possibilities of anchoring those message and higher knowledge in the physical here. So maybe if you
Yeah.
could further expand about your background and your interest and what you know.
Yeah. So I guess I'll start with like my background,
Mhm.
like linearly. Growing up, I never really had an interest in school. I didn't really pay attention in school. As I got older, like it's only been recently that I kind of realized that I feel like my soul was telling me forcibly not to pay attention in school when I was really young,
Mhm.
because I couldn't. I would try and I couldn't. And I think it was its way of basically keeping me protected, my consciousness protected,
Mm.
because the school system is not, it does not exist to create free thinking individuals.
Mm.
It exists to mold a human being into a design that fits uh, um, neatly into a specific image of what the human experience is. And so growing up, I just was really detached from school. By the time I got into middle school, I learned about this thing called quantum mechanics. And I was like, what is this? So that's when I was about 14, that's when I started really getting into quantum mechanics. Mind you, at the time, there wasn't as much information about it as there is now in terms of like what they had researched, but also in terms of like distribution. Quantum mechanics has been around for over 100 years, but it's only been in probably the last 10 or 15 years that like mainstream humans are able to actually start to understand and have enough information to kind of get an idea of what it is. And that leads me into my next purpose here, is my understanding of my soul contract that allowed me the spot to incarnate and to take up some physical space on this planet at this point in time, is under the intention, not condition, because existence is unconditional, but the under the intention that I would be participating in a movement where my specific purpose is to anchor in higher dimensional wisdom,
Mhm.
ground it into science.
Mhm.
Science.
Mhm.
Science is the new religion.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
Yeah.
I want to destroy what
Yeah.
science is right now. It's
Yeah.
not.
It's not a religion. Yeah.
Science needs to have intuition.
Mhm.
And as we delve into the quantum era, we're going to start making astronomical leaps in terms of what we believe reality to be. And our mental constructs are going to start reflecting that on a larger scale. So you're going to start seeing a lot more people behaving in different ways, some in positive, mostly positive, some negative, just because there's higher energies now, everything's more amplified.
Mhm.
But there's going to be more and more opportunities for people to expand their consciousness on an everyday level. And actually, at a certain point, it's actually going to have to be an intentional choice not to expand your consciousness. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, that's like my, I don't know if that answered your question properly. It was a lot of different stuff, but
Yeah.
basically the Andromedans are all about bringing the duality into basically it's not like, you know, duality to a trinity, but it's kind of like that. It's like two and one at the same time.
Mhm.
So
And yeah, go ahead.
merging those topics, the masculine,
Yes.
the feminine, the logic, the motion, all those things. You've got
Yes.
it, because real intelligence and real sovereignty is predicated upon your ability to control what's in here. For from the masculine perspective, the feminine perspective would probably say it's to experience it, to embody it, to feel it, to allow the energy to flow, whereas the masculine energies tend to be a little bit more compartmentalized. They like to have order. They like to say, this is the boundary of this, this is where this fits, this is where this is. And when you take both the best parts of those and you put them together, you get reality. And humans up until this point have been really compartmentalized, and that allows us to be manipulated very
Yeah.
easily.
Two boxes.
Yes.
So yes, so it is how we are being kept into slavery, basically.
Yeah.
So when you break the boxes, then this is how you break free. And something that I want to specify is the amount of energy that's required to channel. And so far, Niyama did hundreds of channelings in the past 2 years, which is
That's a
amazing. And
lot.
that's a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. So what I'm really happy is that now you having that gift as well now that has been like unlocked, whatever you did to unlock that, and you were ready for that. So now to me, it's like, okay, so we have another resource. So it's like Niyama has some backup now. And
Exactly.
yeah, and also I know that for the people that will see that, you have before like listening to any channelings, you have to take what resonates. And you
Mhm.
have also to make sure that you resonate with the being, with the channeler, because a channeler will attract a vibrational match of who they are, like their heart. So you
Mhm.
have to look into their heart to make sure that you resonate with their heart. And so because let's say someone that doesn't have like a pure heart would channel like beings that maybe doesn't have our best interest at heart. But when you are like very like a pure heart, which I consider you to be according to my perspective, like 100%. So, and I listened to that first channeling that you did, and I totally like resonate with all of it. So it's
Yeah.
like to me, it's like I put my my stamp of approval on
That's
that.
awesome.
Yes. So and I encourage like everyone to use their own discernment and to really like see like how it sits with them and how it resonates, because at the end of the day we're all responsible for our own reality. But this is the whole idea of the Sun Tribe. Now we are up to 9 members, which is amazing because it creates a mastermind of like-minded individuals that are all on the similar bandwidth of frequency, because energy cannot lie.
Mhm.
So there is no one in the Sun Tribe that doesn't fit, at the energetic level. So you being there like since the very beginning, and now you have that gift. And I did listen to that very first channeling. Like me, I'm blown away because I know that we have so much codes and information to anchor in the physical to create this new hurt. And now things are speeding up. So that's a lot of manpower, like to added to the team, because it's all about a teamwork here. It's not Vincent Charland or Andrew Kadziolka or Niyama.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's a mastermind that creates an egregor, and we're a collective, and that we create that oneness. It's back to the law of one again that you and I are so aligned with. So we
Mhm.
are recreating that in the physical, and now anchoring knowledge from higher realm through channels like you and Niyama. So I'm beyond excited about that. So I'm very, very honored to do this introduction with you.
Thank you.
So I
Yeah.
don't,
As
yeah,
am I.
so yeah, yeah. So I don't know if you have anything to add, because after that I will put some small excerpt of our Sun Tribe meeting number 11. Oop, your light died.
Sorry, my computer monitor just shut off for a second
That's
there. There.
okay. Yeah. So this will be few excerpt of our Sun Tribe meeting number 11, and the full video is available on the Sun Tribe channel, which is on the Patreon, for those who are aligned to see the work that we're doing. Like all the Sun Tribe meetings are all documented there. So if you have anything else to add to that.
Yeah. There's been something that's kind of been in the back of my mind for the past week or so, and it's only been until today that I kind of put a label to what that energy that was within me was, and
Mm-hmm,
it came out as a message. And the message is um, that the Earth has never had a healthy masculine role model.
mm-hmm.
Um, the human species has never had a healthy role model,
Okay.
apart from ascended masters who have come down and often been um, distorted in their image. Um, this is our opportunity as a collective, and I'm speaking to men and women who both possess both divine feminine and divine masculine. But this is the calling to the divine masculine to create a safe space for the feminine in your life so that the feminine can return fruitful gains for you. If you are able to provide a safe space for the feminine will enhance your quality of reality tenfold. It's literally like an infinite money glitch. And all it takes is respect, nurturing, protection, and I want to stress this: responsible, compassionate assertiveness. That is something there will always be, because the masculine and feminine are coming from different perspectives. Where they meet in our reality, there is often a potential for miscommunication because of difference of perception, power struggles because of difference of intent on outcome, and just general, like, I mean, I'm not going to deny that we have different hormonal balances as well, and that does affect that the way we perceive reality to an extent. So just for anyone who this resonates with, reflect on how you, in your masculine energy, can create a safe space for the feminine. And if you are in your feminine energy, how you can allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to allow that protection to protect you. Because the female energy has been so abused over the past thousands of years that it's actually been inverted.
Yeah.
And it's very evident now in cultural media that says masculinity is bad and femininity is good. That's just not true, in the sense of, like, that's not even touching on what masculinity and femininity are. They're not social constructs, they're energies. They're like they're much larger constructs than we can even conceive of, and we embody them as an aspect of divine essence. But at any given moment, we have a choice whether to express a more divine version of what energies are currently in us, whether it's more feminine or masculine, gender aside, doesn't matter. Men are going to be in their feminine sometimes. Women are going to be in their masculine. We have all the universe within us. What do you wish to embody, and how can you do it in a way that attracts abundance into your life? That's the message I'd like to say. So I hope that resonated, and I just am sending love to every single person that comes across this, whether they resonate with it or not.
Bro, I have full body chills right now, because what you expressed is exactly the message that we received from Zico from Ancient Lemuria.
Amazing.
In other words, but it's the same message.
Yes.
That it's that in our realm right now, we have been enslaved into the feminine like energy, and the masculine is totally like misunderstood. So as we what would be the best word, like heal the masculine and like fix it, and this is what I am all about, like a divine masculine mindset. This is like my mission. So as we will re-anchor the masculine in a healthy way in the realm, automatically the feminine will heal, because the feminine is a reflection of the masculine. So,
Yes.
so the feminine will be able to fall back into balance as the masculine rise, a healthy masculine. So the feminine is starving for that, literally, literally. So, and you mentioned communication, because communication in this ascension process is key as well. So I will just backtrack a bit. So to me, this ascension process, that based on my understanding and downloads and all the communication I had with different councils from the Galactic Federation, different rays, different this, and Ancient Lemuria, Zico, and other beings, is that, well, first to me, it was to get out of my left brain prison, the logical mind, to be able to fall back
The
like
reptile brain.
into my heart. So like, okay, the mind is there. So everything I say is going back down to my heart, filtered, then going out through my throat chakra. So this is like step number one. And after that is to rebalance like the masculine like energy. And lost my train of thought.
You were talking about masculine energy and how
Communication.
Oh yeah.
Communication. So what according again to Zico from Ancient Lemuria, the talk we had with them, what caused the fall of Atlantis and Lemuria? It was because of miscommunication, a lack of communication between the two nations.
Yes, that makes
So
perfect sense.
yeah, okay, because both had good intention, but sometimes the way to hell is paved with good intention. So let's say Atlantis had good intention and Lemuria had good intention, but both with their good intention were pushing their idea for the greater good of both, but it ended up in a mess. So, okay, going back to our heart, rebalancing the masculine and the feminine will follow. And then we need to master communication to a very, very, very deep level
Mhm.
to create this heaven on earth. So, to me, it's those three main ingredients that we have to master at a collective level.
I agree fully. There's like, if you think of it, speaking and communication is like the only way that we can build a bridge between consciousnesses.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
and it ties into the whole concept of the matrix, right? Like, what is the definition of the word the? I don't know. I know how to use it. I don't actually know what the definition of the word the is, but I know it's made up of other words. So it's a matrix of information. Like, there was one day where I was looking up definitions, and I kept like, I would look up a definition, and then I would take the first word that it says that is defining it, and then I would get the definition of that, and I would do that in a chain. And I forget what word it was, but there's a few words that if you do that process, it just leads back in a feedback loop.
Mhm.
Eventually, it goes back to the word that you looked up the first place. So it is a matrix of information, and it's amazing that we can derive meaning from that. So I think that communication is the highest, like, it's the way we're going to get to unity.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes. So that's it. You see, like how everything, like how the different downloads, they all link together. So it's more confirmation for us. So yeah, so it's amazing. So thank you very much, Andrew, for this introduction. So without further ado, here the few excerpt of the Suntry meeting 11 that lasted about like 2 hours. So we'll just put few clip from it. The whole thing is available on Patreon. So this is as step number one to introduce you now as like a channeler. And stay tuned because soon I will be posting your very first channeling that you did send us. So this will follow. And it is so different compared to the one that Nyama is doing, which is the beauty of it because again, I know that it will anchor like it's a whole other branch of the same tree, of to channel other type of information that will most likely be more science based
Mhm.
to anchor the real science here in the realm and to replace the old guard that is crumbling in front of our eyes right now.
Yes, and my perspective on spirituality is if you cannot practically apply it to your life, why are you investing energy into it?
Mhm.
There should be a return, whether it's just internal subjective emotions or whether it's making your life better. That's one of the things that I find philosophers on this planet miss sometimes. They start getting really deep into things that don't matter.
Mhm.
And that's why a lot of these channelings will get really vague sometimes,
Yeah.
because it's not about giving you the information that you want, it's about planting the seed that you need, knowing
Mhm.
that over time, maybe in a year, you're going to
Yeah.
have that aha moment, and
Yeah.
without that initial seed being planted, it would have
Mhm.
never happened.
Totally.
So
Like the channelings that Nyama did like 2 years ago, sometimes I re-listen to them. It's like, wow, okay. It takes time because they plant seeds. They have so much like depth of vision and
mm,
they have that macro vision of the game here on Earth. So when they give us an information and sometimes I laugh about it because I see myself like talking with the entity when Nyama spills the beans and they drop me massive information and I'm like, and I don't get it in the moment, but it's when I listen to it afterward, it's like, wow, I didn't get it the first time. So what you said is back to that. So amazing. I'm very, very honored again to be doing this amazing work with you, Andrew, because I resonate with you at a very, very deep level, at the heart and at the heart level. So yeah, so without further ado, enjoy for the collective. You can enjoy this excerpt and more to come with Andrew in few days, we'll publish his very, very first channeling. So more to come as always, and stay tuned for more.
Right on.
Evident. Hey, Francisco.
Hi,
Hey,
Francisco.
There you
Francisco.
go.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Taking some
How are you?
sun.
Yeah.
Relax, chill mode.
Cool. Magnifico.
Yeah.
So
How's everyone doing?
everyone is doing great.
Yeah. Sun Tribe meeting number 11 on January 14, 2024.
Yeah.
Special
Already.
number 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 11 one. So anyway, what I was saying is that now with both polarities being so contrasted, it's easier to choose light. You know, back in the days, maybe 3 years ago,
Back in the day.
it was not as evident to see the contrast because there was so much gray zones. But now the gray zones are not really gray. They're really turning black or white. You have to choose in between. So then I think that from this moment until now, it's much easier for light beings to choose light and for dark beings to choose darkness.
Yeah, that's a really good observation. I'd agree with that because it just seems like everything is getting so much more amplified to the extent where the little things that would normally slip past your attention are like right in your face. And then you can connect the dots so much easier too, because everybody's screaming, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's in the ether. Definitely rebellion, if you want to call it like that, is in the ether. And awakening, you can call it rebellion, you can call it whatever you choose, but it's definitely happening. And I'm happy to hear that more and more people, even in the Sun Tribe, are getting into channeling.
Yeah, that's a massive update.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well
And
said.
Hosie's in the house.
Hi everyone.
Hey, Osi.
Hi, Hosie.
Hello.
Hey, Halsey.
Hello.
It's becoming less of a special gift, more of a
New
global
normal coming.
Yeah,
a
new
new
normal.
normal.
Yeah.
So
And the veil is getting thinner.
thinner, yes.
Also.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's sequential to
Well-
get to that darkness, to that light. It's not overnight.
I genuinely believe that once our society has cleansed a lot of the systematic darkness that exists in our world, like there's darkness that emanates from within the individual, but there's also a systematic darkness built into the structures of the ideas. And once those are dissolved, then it's going to disempower the individual who aligns with the darkness. And I believe that like once all the like collective karma is kind of cleansed, then it'll free up people's psyches to receive these energies without distorting them by past traumas or like defense mechanisms or like, you know what I mean? Like you have to get to a place where you can connect to that higher level, you have to kind of cleanse the lower energies first before you can even try to connect to that. And I feel like as people clear these energies subconsciously without even recognizing them, some of them might activate these abilities without recognizing it. And it might be actually like really challenging for some people because it'd be like all of a sudden your reality changes and you're like, what the heck is going on? Like, but I the messages that I've been getting lately is like this concept of a universal being, of like when humans remember their divine essence to the full capacity that they're able to embody it in physical form, then we will effectively be living in a mirror reality where every other individual and living being that we interact with will be a direct correlation and reflection of our inside internal landscape. And that will be known by most, if not all, beings, to the extent that you will constantly be talking to yourself. No matter who you're talking to, you'll always be talking to yourself. And everyone will understand that. And that'll eliminate the concept of separation as a foundation of our reality.
Back to the law of one.
Totally.
Yeah, back to it. Always. Always come
Yeah,
back
so
to it.
we're looping back into
You
oneness.
guys
Yes.
experienced
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
but
I was
imagination is the third eye.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
it is.
So we kind of overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
But it's not that complicated
It's
at all.
not.
So
And keep
yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Keep in mind that our brains have been conditioned to
Mhm.
work in the reverse.
Yes.
We've
program.
been trained to receive instead of project.
Mm.
Whereas like
Yes.
at any given point on a quantum level, we are literally projecting reality.
Mhm.
So it's the fact that we're observing it that makes reality able to exist.
It is what it is.
And so
so yeah, I wanted
When
to bring that back like on the table as a reminder.
Mhm.
And something else that I want to further expand is on Andrew's channeling. Yeah, I want to further expand. I resonated so much with your channeling, Andrew. It was and I spoke about it, but I want to repeat that again. I see so many opportunities opening up with that because as we know, so now we have like 2 channelers in the tribe, which is amazing because as we know,
Does he call himself a channeler?
do you call yourself a channeler?
Yeah, you have to ask him
Yeah.
before you say
I-
that.
I would say I'm still learning, so I consider myself like a student.
A student, okay, with the new ability of doing so based on what you sent us. So to me, it was a full-blown channeling and it was amazing. So this is why I'm speaking like that. It's based on my perception. So if it's wrong, let me know.
No, it's valid no matter what it is.
Okay, so yeah, so based on my perception, it was a full-blown channeling. So if you continue in that route, because it's free will, you don't have to do that anymore, and Niyama could stop tomorrow. It's all about free will. But if you choose that route and to continue, like to go there, like the possibilities that I see opening up are immense because, as we know, the entity being channeled can only speak the word and the language that the channelers knows. And you and Niyama are so different.
Totally.
So it opened up a whole new spectrum of language
Yeah.
to anchor
awesome.
different codes. And when I think about you, I think about science, metaphysical stuff, and you have like the masculine energy. So it's the other spectrum compared to Niyama that is in the feminine. And we are very used to her channeling because she did so many already. So this is something I wanted to discuss in this meeting. So if anyone has the call to further expand on that, I would be curious to get your thoughts about that.
Yeah, so like where I'm at is I think I always knew that if I was going to get into channeling, it was under the agreement that I would be obligated to share that information. You can't just sit on a pile of gold like a dragon.
Yeah.
That's
not
funny. Oh my
like
God.
that's not the reality I've agreed to participate in, one where we all hoard our gifts and never share them. So it's more about me working up to the I guess bravery, would you say, to allow myself to be perceived attached to the concept of channeling. So like I'd be very happy to share any of the channelings I do, but for the time being, it won't be like with my face attached to it. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have to.
No, because I don't want the identity of Andrew Kadziolka to be painting the message. If I could, like the message would just be kind of like omnipresent, and there would be no physical form attached to it. People would just like
it's a purer version of delivering a message. Because me at the beginning, that's mostly what I wanted. I didn't really want it to show my face. I feel like it was a bit complicated, and it was a bit like I was shy about it,
Yeah.
all those things. So but then, Vince came and he was like, show it to the world. So
Yeah.
it was a different vibe. But
Vince
I don't,
really held down the masculine, hey?
yeah,
Allowed that
yeah.
foundation
Yes,
for you to
absolutely.
jump off of. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes, if it was not from him, I wouldn't be here talking to you about channeling or anything like that if it wasn't from him. So yeah, he really
Amazing.
helped me to be comfortable and just go for it and not feel judged or weirded out by it at all, because he was embracing it even more than me.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say something. So what I would
Purest version. The pure version of
Yes, the purest version of the purer. It's a weird word to say in French. Purer version of channeling. But something that I would think would be very interesting to do, that we can record and we can blur your face, would be that we both are in channeling state and we talk to one another.
I have thought about that a lot.
Wow.
Never.
Next
Wow,
level.
next level.
It's like,
Yeah.
have you guys
Oh
ever
my
seen those
God.
videos where they take like they'll call like two pizza places and then put the phones right next to each other?
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
two Chinese restaurants.
Yeah, I saw one with the Chinese restaurant.
That's
It's like, do you want to order? Yes. What do you want? No. Do you want to order? Yes.
Yeah.
What do you want? You call me. You want to order something? No. You call me. You want to order something?
Yeah. And then they start fighting because they find out that one is offering really cheap pizza.
Oh,
That's
Hilarious.
hilarious. It is.
yeah.
Wow, but that's like I that idea never came to me, but that's badass.
Yeah, in due time.
That
Yeah,
would
in
be
due
nice.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's badass.
There's a documentary that's named Tuning In,
Mhm.
where a lot of channelers, I think they answer similar questions, so you can listen to the perspective of
Oh.
whole new spectrum. And the Bashar is one of them with how's it called?
Daryl Enka.
Daryl Anka.
Yeah, I love Bashar.
It's one of
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
It's Tuning In. So it's the
Tuning In.
documentary.
I would
Yeah,
be
Can I
really
find it?
interesting to do that too. Go ahead.
I can send you the
The link.
YouTube link. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
nice. Thank you. That would
Thank
be
you.
really nice.
That
Yeah.
would be really
And
nice to do as well.
Yeah, because
too,
one thing I've noticed about Andrew's channeling is he has this affinity with spirituality and the terms and everything, and
Exactly.
he knows how to articulate it really well. So that's
Exactly.
that's a real big compliment to you. And maybe when we ask these science questions and stuff like that, maybe
Yeah.
he can answer them in a different way, or
Yeah,
maybe
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
You could even like
Yeah,
And that's the
love
point.
for that, or
When
like
I'm-
the
when I'm in the
possibilities
channeling
are
state.
infinite. We know that.
Endless.
Endless.
Yeah.
However we choose to bring it in the physical, it's up to us. So, and I'm sure that we will find the best way to do it.
Mhm.
So that's like an idea. But me, my mind, I always think
And
a lot
step.
in advance.
Yeah.
But like back in Egypt, when they built the pyramids and everything, they were receiving codes to know how to build those buildings.
Mhm.
Okay. So I know that we have a whole new earth to build, and now I am like a couple of steps in advance. But right now in the Sun Tribe, because back to my talk with Ra, because I know that the Sun Tribe, the goal is to attract 300 beings like us. So that's a massive mastermind on this planet. So because it will grow and will continue to attract more people like us, it will grow. So maybe we will have more than 2 channelers. So I have like that business expansion mindset, like you start a company, you start small and you grow like organically. So by attracting people. So as we grow, so now having 2 channelers, because it takes a lot of energy to do a channeling. So now it's not just on Niyama's shoulder alone, because it's a massive task. So it likes to share the load on for now 2 beings that have that capacity. And also depending okay, we want to do that type of channeling, it would be more Niyama, but that type would be more Andrew, and that type would be more another person that might come in the future.
Mhm.
And now to anchor like the codes I have in mind. Let's say like if we down the road, I know that we will build massive things.
Okay, see where we're going.
I know it. We're not maybe not there yet, but like to anchor those codes and to bring things in the physical on the massive scale that's coming.
Yeah.
I just know it.
So the creation of technology.
Yes.
Place.
Like Alcamove is the first step.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
it was given.
It's a joint venture with Higher Realm. It's a channel
given by
it's a channel projects. We will start Alcamove with a mastermind of 3 star seeds. Okay, like our mastermind with me, Niyama, and Linda.
Yeah.
So it will show the world because it's a beautiful project, and we are planning to launch it this year. So when we will launch Alcamove, it will put in the physical like that. How can I express
technology?
That? Yeah, that technology, but that expression of the divine in the physical.
Yeah.
Through 3 like-minded activated star seeds.
Okay.
So it will like showcase like the possibilities, and now imagine everything else that we can create as a bigger group. So many more projects, so many more possibilities.
It's coming.
It's endless, and the old guard, we see it falling in front of us now, it being exposed, and it's like Babylon is falling, and now leaving room for who? For us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the future, and I think it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah. So I wanted to express that in the physical with my mouth in this meeting. Yeah. Just to implement that in this mastermind, and so we can all think about it, and it will create babies in the future.
Yeah,
that's very cool. And I like the way you said old guard, because there have been some people that have taken center stage in this whole spiritual community, and the other day we discussed it as well. I doubt their teachings sometimes, because I don't think their intentions are really, pure and heart-based, and it's all fine. I just don't try to judge so much, but like see what I see for what it is. Yeah, I think there's a lot going to happen in 2024 also astrology wise. So this is like a really important year. It's also an 8th year.
Yes.
So infinite money, infinite luck, infinite growth, ascension, and I think on the world stage a lot of things are going to happen that will cause mass triggers to people. They will all awaken, and so a lot to come. I don't want to dive too deep into the subjects and stuff, because that's really heavy.
Exciting times ahead of us for sure.
And we are excited for Alcamove, because once Alcamove will launch,
it's another timeline for the
gonna be it's because visually it's so impactful. It's gonna attract a lot of people. And it's gonna be really cool, man.
I think it's gonna. I told Vince already. I think it's gonna be a big thing, and no one is doing it. And so
yes, we are super excited to show that to the world.
Yeah, so that will catapult us into a higher timeline,
and we will attract
more people because it will give us more visibility.
Yes.
Because like I say, like we have all those amazing ideas, we have all those amazing discussions, but when you have a product, imagine, let's say like a guy like Elon Musk that never built any product, that would just speak on podcast.
You can make it anyway, and there's always a way.
No, but you guys now have a tangible product.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now, like, let's say when Elon Musk go on a podcast or something, like he speak about his whatever things he did that I'm not very aligned with, like electric cars or rocket engine stuff, that is like wow for the people, but not for me. But that's another subject. But he has those products that makes him like
special
or
interesting.
Or, what would be the best word?
Like competitive?
What?
Competitive?
Competitive?
No, not competitive. No.
Eccentric.
No, not reliable, but someone that has like
that knows what he's talking about.
Credentials.
An authority. Yes,
some credentials. Like, okay, bam. It's like So you have that. So once Alchemove will be there, and we will make our podcast with our own device as a background, will be amazing.
It's gonna add a lot of
A lot of
weight.
Yes, of weight on our speech and credentials.
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
a byproduct of
Yes.
what we were creating inside ourselves.
Exactly.
For
As within,
years.
so without. As above, so below. It's back to that.
Yeah.
As above, so
Literally.
below, as within, so without. And now that product will be step one. And after I have more ideas to encourage
We have
more
so much more
products.
ideas.
Yes,
So much more
so we
product
will
coming.
attract more
It's crazy.
entrepreneurs, because we need like a team and to build businesses, because who has the power in this realm is the corporations. So for now, yes. But how can we compete with the power? By building our own corporations and products, and to compete with those Bill Gates.
Well, it's not to compete; it's just to create.
But to take the space.
To take the space.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
don't
it's
wanna say
like a
compete.
one of the first businesses in this new earth that's going to come or is already here. So you guys are pioneers when it comes to these things, and it's really
It's definitely not. There's nothing like it in this world for now.
yeah. So as Francisco said, I think we are being tested, and if we want to become these new earth pioneers, leaders, whatever it is, I think we should be ready, and we should be in control.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
So thank you, Francisco.
So thank you,
Just
me. I
one-
really have to go.
Okay. So
I'm
thank
sorry
you,
because I have a meeting at
No
2
worries.
and it's 20 minutes. I'm already late.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll just wrap it up with
So
the
you can
guys.
wrap it
Yes.
up and okay,
Thank
guys.
you, Nema, for your presence.
Thank you so much, Nema.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Have
much,
a nice
Nema.
day,
Good luck with
evening,
the nice
Have a
guys.
nice
And
day.
talk to you soon
Enjoy.
again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Bye bye. Love you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye, David.
Bye, my bad. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so me, the last thing that I want feel compelled to share is every once in a while I do those videos for the collective to give some updates about things. So I have the calling to do a quick video, maybe share some small excerpt of this meeting, because sometimes to share some gold nuggets, because I do that editing and share some gold nuggets. So do you feel aligned if I share with the collective that now within the Sun Tribe, we have, just to summarize the situation, that we have like 2 channelers that speak 2 different language to anchor to like those different, like to summarize that for the collective. Are we ready for that? I just want to get your input on that.
I agree with that.
You agree with that? Okay, it's you that is the most concerned, Andrew. So I wanted to have your blessing for that.
Yeah, like even during this meeting, I've just been getting messages saying like, no, you don't have to hesitate. Like you don't have to, like the fear time of like being judged, that's over, man. Like
Yes,
that's just echoes from the
Nice.
past. Like let it go. Bro.
Hashtag fuck it.
Yeah, legit. So like I'm cool with whatever the cruise is. We're all on the same ship. So
perfect, amazing. Okay, so yeah, so because me, I always do those little videos for the collective, and I am looking forward to see you guys make those type of video as well. So I know, Jose, that you are a speaker and you want to speak more with the collective.
So that's what I want to do, is start recording myself and just share these thoughts that I have, because most of the times when I share my thoughts, people are like, yeah, eureka, that's like really interesting, and I'm like, yeah, I should record it.
yes like
yeah.
you see what I do on my page, so everybody can, it's easy. I mean, it's easy. You have to face your demons. I come from afar. Like to record a video like 2 years ago, it was like one of the most difficult thing, but now it's as more as you do it, it's get more like easier and easier. So the more of us within the Sun Tribe, so we all represent the Sun Tribe. So me, like for now, I am like the one that is doing that, but as more as you guys have the calling to do that, I mean, it will be amazing. So it's again always in divine timing, and when you have the call to do it, but when more of us will do that, it will speed up and amplify the whole thing.
One thing I'm gonna promise you is there's gonna be videos there. I'm working on it. I'm just thinking about how I want to present myself, how long, what I want to talk about, the subjects, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's something I have to do, because if I want to take the Sun Tribe myself, everyone to a next level. I should be more out there and be more outspoken.
Mhm.
This is just something personal to me, so I think I have to share my message.
Cool.
Share my message.
Yeah, and
That's awesome.
if I can share like an advice, and you take what resonates, but don't overthink it, because once you press that record button, it's flow state and it's a channeling. So, and
It's
you have to
deep.
trust what comes through, and then okay, boom, and oh, this one was 5 minutes. Oh, this one was 11 minutes. It's
Yeah.
like the trying to control everything. Control is not love, you know. So you just let the love come through you, and then you oh, it was that, and you put some music in the background. You do your little editing, and it's art, it's creation, and then
Literally.
you
Yeah.
upload it and you offer it to the collective, and whoever has the call to listen to it will do it, and other people that don't resonate, it will not
That's
even
fine.
come in their energy
Yeah.
field. So bye, that's fine, you know.
And some people
Really
will
fun.
surprise you.
I agree.
They'll
Huh?
resonate, like people you wouldn't expect would resonate with your message, and they'll resonate, and you'll be like, wow, that
Yes.
changed my perception of what people are.
Yes, that's the magic.
So what I was saying is that yeah, I just want to make myself, the tribe, proud. I'm gonna do what I promised myself. New Year's resolutions. I don't consider it New Year because New Year's to me is in March, but that's a
Yeah.
different subject. And yeah, so good things to come. And I wanted to, you know, ask you guys, like, should we do like a meeting every 2 weeks, or at least like every 3 weeks, or every month? What do you guys think is good to keep each other, you
Yes.
know, informed?
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, but so far, if I can share like my perspective on that, so far, how it happened, it's always like it happened naturally.
Organically?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's fine.
to put a firm date sometimes, like, and we are all in that mood that we are just feel like being alone and not speak with anyone. And then for
True.
this meeting, we had all the call to be, we're all excited to be there. So
Yeah.
and we all had that calling to make it happen. So I trust the process. I trust so like to control too much with the left brain. This is our old program, I think. So I
Yeah.
think it's to trust the divine and the right brain and the whatever,
The
like higher
organic way.
force. Yeah, and we will all get the calling. Oh, now it would be a nice time for a meeting, and boom, we'll make it happen. So this one, Kevin was not there. I don't know why, but it's always perfect, you know. So it's
It
like
is.
back, like I said that a couple of times when we were doing our ceremonies. We knew that there was a ceremonies that day, that night. So there was the people meeting, and who were there, and we were creating. It was the magic of the moment, and there's no good or bad. So
No.
far, I'm aligned with the organic way of things.
Same for
Yeah,
me. I was just.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on,
Go
Andrew.
ahead, Hussey.
No,
Oh.
go on.
Okay,
Yeah.
and well, I feel like, so it sounds like, Hussey, what you're saying is like you want like a little bit more interaction with the Sun Tribe, and like,
Well, it's not really interaction. It's like sometimes I have a feeling like maybe I can contribute more, or maybe I can, you know, like as long as everyone is okay with this, I'm fine by it. But I noticed that when we do these meetings, is like it triggers a lot in us, and we just want it gives me a lot of positive energy. That's all. So I don't have a lot of people to share these subjects with, and these thoughts with. So yeah, it's like really nice to speak to you, to all of you. So that's it.
Blessed.
oh, that's great. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if it would be useful to you, then and also you, Vince, or anyone else in the group,
Mhm.
I can start sharing more information that I come across that might resonate with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, like they just took us a holographic image of two entangled particles, and guess what it looks like?
The yin and the yang.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
I saw your story.
Can you send that?
Yeah,
Can you send that in the group?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do.
This is why we have the Telegram. We have to share, like it's the group for
Yeah.
that, to share stuff,
Yeah,
links. We can share big files there. So don't hesitate.
Nice.
Anything that you feel that might resonate with someone in the tribe, we share it there. And it will not necessarily resonate with everyone, but if it resonates with one or two, then it is what it is, you know?
It's fine. Yeah.
That's
So,
the
and it
purpose
will
of
also
that group.
trigger each other to
Yes.
share more and
Yes.
to keep going, because I have some, like the video I wanted to share. I really want to share that. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. And there's also this channel on YouTube, Astral Legends, where they like short 10-minute videos explain the galactic history and stuff. So maybe some people are interested in that. And I think it's the right way. So yeah, we can share things, and I would love to see that link about the two particles. And yeah, so thanks, and looking forward to more.
Yes, yes.
Right on.
Yeah.
Great. So any final word, anyone? Are all good?
I'm good.
I just have one thing to share with you guys, and it's something that I've been practicing a lot lately. That's really helped me kind of maintain control over my mind, and that is the words "I am" are the most powerful words in the universe.
I am.
Do not follow up "I am" with anything that
but positive
is not aligned with what you wish to be, not what you are, what you wish to be, because we're an expression of the divine. So when you say I am, and you say you place a limitation on yourself, the reality that you exist in will conspire to prove you right.
Yes.
So just remember that.
Thanks for the
And
reminder.
that's why they call it spelling.
I really appreciate it. I'm gonna start my mantras again in the morning by telling myself, like, I am strong, I am wise, I am loving, I am. That's really important. Yeah.
All that good stuff.
To keep control of the thoughts as well. So thank you for reminding me, Andrew.
Yes,
that's
great
really
reminder.
nice.
I am.
No problem, guys.
I saw a video about that the universe always supports you. So it supports you whenever you say I am smart. It also supports you whenever you say I am bad at this. So it's all about letting the universe know what you are, so it can support you on that.
Yes, definitely. We attract what we think we are. So I agree with that 100. Yeah.
Amazing. So I am grateful for all of you.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm grateful for this meeting, and more to come as always, like I always say. So yeah, that was a beautiful meeting number 11.
Number 11.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Okay, guys, love you all. We stay in touch.
Love you guys.
And
thank you.
And talk to you very soon.
Enjoy your day. Talk to you really soon. And don't forget to share the links. Bye-bye.
We will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.